What's up, everybody? Welcome to Normieville.
Well, we call you normies.
So in this particular production for your Friday viewing pleasure, I want to talk to you once again about Larsa Pippen and Marcus Jordan. Now, a few days ago, I did a video where the dad, Michael Jordan, was walking back to his vehicle. He was in Paris for some type of event, and the paparazzi was asking him if he approved of the relationship between his son, Marcus Jordan, and Larsa Pippen. Of course, he yelled out no. They asked him a few more questions. He shook his head, and that was that. Now, I don't know if he answered that question out of frustration because the paparazzi was around, or was that answer genuine to how he really feels about their relationship. In any case, you heard the answer. It leaves a little bit more to be desired, but it is what it is. Well, I'm sure Marcus Jordan and Larsa Pippen heard that exchange in Paris, in the tabloids and, you know, the TMZs of the world and the shade rooms of the world and all that kind of stuff. I'm sure they heard about it. And so, you know, they got their own podcast on YouTube, of course. And, well, I believe in response to that answer, they, in a kind of a way to troll or a kind of way to agitate the situation, you know, to kind of get a one-up, they spoke about Larsa Pippen and Marcus Jordan having children. As you can see here from Fadeaway World More Than Sports, it reads Marcus Jordan on Larsa Pippen saying she has 11 eggs to get pregnant.
You lose.
We could have a whole basketball roster.
Nope.
As you read this article, you will hear that, in my opinion, Larsa Pippen and Marcus is saying this stuff because, well, it's just a way to stick it back to their dad, to Marcus' dad, Michael. And also, maybe they have a delusional thought about having kids. Let's read and find out. It says here, Larsa Pippen and Marcus Jordan have become one of the most famous couples in the NBA world in the past couple of months. Well, that's a lie.
Yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch.
They're not the most famous. They're the most controversial, if you ask me. Ever since they were first spotted together, they drew a lot of attention whenever they went, of course. Now that they're official, things are moving fast. I wonder whose plan is that. And the possibility of having kids is already circling. During a recent edition of their podcast, Separation Anxiety, which is on YouTube, check it out, Pippen revealed she has 11 eggs to pregnate.
Bitch, ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way.
Ain't no way. But here is I guess the funny kind of, I don't know, the hilariousness in this, if you will. Quote, I think I was like 38 years old. Now, mind you, Larsa Pippen at this time, as of, what's this? The 7th of July, I think she had a birthday a day or two ago. Larsa Pippen is 49 years old. So that was essentially 10, 11 years ago, okay? I think I was 38 years old. I was in a relationship where I was kind of feeling it was empty. Are you talking about with, maybe with Scotty?
Enemy spotted.
I think I was feeling empty. So I needed to have an insurance policy. I was filming with the Kardashian, and they were doing this whole egg retrieval thing. And so I went to the doctor with them while we were filming. And then I was like, maybe I should do it too.
Yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch.
Because what happens if I end up with someone that doesn't have kids? Like, well, I ain't gonna say it because he got 13 kids though, future. And so I did it. Did it once. I ended up with 11 eggs. Now, of course, most of you know it's, I guess, basic science to go in there. A woman she has a certain number of eggs when she's born, yada, yada. We all know about the science lesson, right? And so at 30 years old, when they went and fished for her eggs, they did the procedure to find out how many viable eggs she had left in her reproductive system. They pulled 11 healthy eggs out of her system. And this was, like she said, an insurance policy. Well, when you say it like that, it looks like she might be cashing in with old Marcus Jordan, huh? Because Marcus Jordan, the son of Michael Jordan, is connected to wealth and clout and prosperity. So let's see if she's able. I believe she will inevitably cash in on this insurance policy. We'll see. But let's read some more. She says Marcus was surprised by that last part, but still had a wholesome reaction to it. Of course, wholesome. Cool. So you're saying we could have a whole roster, basketball roster? The businessman asked. Jordan went on to say that having kids with Pippen is something he's been thinking about.
Target neutralized.
Well, if she has kids, the target will be neutralized. Something he's been thinking about in recent times. Larsa admitted at the time is running down for her. Well, it's running down for most women her age, but of course, with the miracles of modern science, the fact that she already has eggs separated from her body, they can be conceived with his, baby gravy, and she can be inseminated at 49 years old. And through the miracles of modern science, being the money that she has plus his, I'm sure she could wind up having a healthy baby or have a surrogate and, well, marriage, child support. You get it, right? Jordan went to say that having kids with Pippen is something he's been thinking about. Larsa admitted that the time is running down for her, so they needed to get going if they're going to aspire to have kids. Insurance policy about to get cashed in, Marcus. Jordan, hey, Mike, you better go talk to your son. They seem to be really happy together, and they are taking every step with a lot of maturity. Of course, even with Michael Jordan showing his disapproval of the relationship, allegedly, they aren't paying attention to any of that. Well, they haven't been paying attention to it since the beginning, right? I mean, Larsa, Marcus, I think he's like 30, in his like mid-30s. She's 49, so you get it, right? And she can have whoever she wants. She had Future. She had Malik Beasley. Allegedly, she had Tristan Thompson, I believe. She's got Marcus. So, I mean, and to be fair, she's still an attractive woman. But this is, in my opinion, and in most people's opinion, male and female, this is a hustle. This is for clout. This is to stick it to her ex-husband that we believe. But let's finish up. Larsa and Marcus have discussed the possibility of becoming parents. Larsa had already talked about this possibility, quickly dismissing it. Then, when Jordan said they've never discussed any of that one-on-one, things became a little more serious and a potential kid was mentioned by both of them. They revealed that this relationship between Marcus and Larsa's kids are incredible and things can't be better between them. Mind you, Larsa has, I believe, grown children, one who is in the NBA. So Marcus essentially becomes a stepdad. If they ever get married. But I mean, if he's playing daddy right now, he's playing house. He's already met the kids, so hey. Now things can get more interesting as Larsa was prepared for this moment and made sure to have the so-called insurance policy that could help her and Marcus become parents. Time will tell how the situation develops, but they seem to be ready to take the next step in their relationship. Things get more interesting as Larsa was prepared for this moment and made sure to have the so-called insurance policy. Well, you know what? If you ask me, ladies and gents, this article and the verbiage in this article speaks for itself. Insurance policy, being careful, being serious, potential, all these words in here. In my opinion, the language is clear. The motives are clear. And when you say insurance policy, it just kind of really, like, you can't argue that, right? I mean, if you were just saying, you know what, I don't know, I don't want to be childless when I'm older, so I did this as a way to ensure that I wouldn't be alone in my latter years or whatever, stuff like that. Or I want to be able to supply a man with a child if I find somebody that I have true feelings for, after my ex-husband, and I still want to be able to give that to the next man of my dreams or whatever, right? Because you've been married, so this is the second guy, third guy of your dreams, right? But in any case, that would sound better, right? It would sound a little more genuine, a little more heartfelt than insurance policy. Well, again, Marcus seems to be love struck. They're talking about having children now, and how to get married, and they're not looking at all the noise of Michael Jordan allegedly disapproving of their relationship. So it is what it is. We will report as their relationship moves on or gets terminated. Okay? So thank you for attending another episode of Normieville. You know me, I'm just a normie here to bring you the latest and greatest in sports news, entertainment, and politics, mostly sports. Let me know what you think about this debauchery down in the comment section. And please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the notification bell on your way out of the door. And I will see you on the next video.